Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see, I ordered these months ago and they kept saying that they were delayed and they were restocking, and then they were saying they would be delivered and they were dispatched, and then they just kept changing the date and changing the date and changing the date, and then all of a sudden they've arrived. So I have Crayola Colours of the World coloured pencils. It's a 24 set. I was just quite interested because I'm not actually a fan of Crayola, I'm not gonna lie. They're not my jam at all, but I have heard good things about their skin tone set that they came out with, which is their Colours of the World. So yeah, thought we'd have a little play and we'll have a swatch. Quick disclaimer, this is not a review, these are new to me. This is an unboxing and a swatching, and reviews always follow much later when I've been using something for a little bit. But I thought it would also maybe be quite interesting for you guys to see how I straight from the box, order these, set these up, and then create my swatch chart. So we have the 24 pencils. I'm just going to bring you down and in a little bit. I will refocus you guys. There we go. So we'll bring you on. I am not someone that stresses out about these kinds of things. I do not find it to be the end of the world if my pencils are not in perfect order, and that is mainly because no matter what swatch chart I create, I always put all of my pencils in that set so that my swatch chart fits on one page. I do not like multiple page swatch charts that I have to flip over that doesn't fit on one page. I want to be able to see all the colours in that set on one page. What that means a lot of the time is I can't write names on, I have to just put numbers underneath so that they fit. And I'm alright with that, just so that I can see what I've got, it's all together, and it doesn't stress me out looking and flipping. My brain works better if all my colours are on the same page. So what I'm very simply doing here is arranging my colours from kind of cream beige to pink. I think I'm going to do it that way, so pink to red, and I'll probably go kind of cream to beige to brown. So what I might do actually is put my pinks at the beginning and then go pink to beige to brown. There are no oranges in this set, but what I will say with budget pencils like this, they don't always reflect the barrel colours, so that may change as we start to swatch. I might put my deep red browns at the end, so we're going to have kind of yellowy browns into more neutral browns. I'm just ordering by kind of colour depth. I will tell you the order I've created when we swatch. So what I do is a very quick by eye decision like that. So I've just simply created that's pretty much what I want to do sort of thing. From there, because as I said, they don't always match what you're going to get. So not on my actual swatch, but on a spare scrap of paper, I'm then going to just pop these down and actually see if the barrels match. The pencil colours, so that I can actually see if I want to move anything around, basically, if I'm actually happy with the colour order I've created, and if I want to jumble and change things, I can do it at this point before having messed with anything. Ooh, this extra light almond I'm going to put right at the beginning. So I haven't done anything undoable. I might also put that really nice kind of cream. It's essentially an ivory. They're calling it light golden, but there's not actually enough colour in it to be anything but an ivory colour. Okay. We're almost a beige there. You know what? No, I'm going to leave them how I originally wanted them. I'm going to let it do that. I'm going to go pink to beige. We will see. Well, so far I'm happy with the order that I quickly pulled out. Nope, put that one in front of that one. That one in front of these two. And then the decision. These are reds, that's a neutral brown. So I'm going to move that neutral brown up before these reds so that we go all the way to dark brown and then start into reddy browns. Still got a bit of red in it, so pop that on at the end. And that is essentially a very, very deep brown. So I'm going to pop that 2, 3, 4, just before my red browns started. Double check that is a brown. Yeah. Okay, so pink to beige to light brown, kind of yellowy tone browns to dark brown to red brown. That is what I want. So I will then tell you what we've got so you can create yours if you want to, if you're following along. Not gonna lie, I think what we'll do as well, let's be really fair to these pencils. Before I say what I was about to say, I'm going to very quickly sharpen these pencils. Always sharpen the wax outer shipping layer off your pencils, especially with really cheap budget pencils, because you're going to hate them because they're actually colouring through just a wax layer over the top that has nothing to do with the pencil formula itself. It'll be scratchy, it won't be pigmented, it won't be good, and it's not actually that indicative of the coloured pencil core. So it's an unfair test. So we'll take it off. I think this is the third pencil set I've actually unboxed for you this month. I've had a bit of a pencil month, haven't I? I've actually been really good this month. I've hardly bought anything. I've been on a Christmas buying kick, working on Christmas presents, so I haven't really been buying anything colouring related. So apart from a couple of books and my 3 sets of pencils, that is all that's going in my haul so far. Right, we are very light almond, which they're not kidding. Shall I bring you in? Let's zoom. do our usual. I'll try and remember to move around. So that's a barely there. Very light rose. They do not have colour numbers, just colour names. Just double checking that. Yeah, no, just colour names. Light almond. Now I've seen these for ridiculous prices, which is why I haven't bought them before now. I got this set for about £4 on Amazon. It was just a random set that popped up, probably because then it was going to take about 4 months to get here, but I'm not bothered about that. Light rose, but some of the prices in the UK I've seen Crayola for, no, can't bring myself to do it. Not even a big fan of Crayola, so I think for some of the amazing budget pencil sets you can get nowadays, there's not really any point to spending a high price on any of them. Light medium rose. Medium deep rose. Just check we're still on. Extra light almond. Again, they're not kidding, that's a barely there colour, but to be honest, for a budget set it's actually quite difficult to get something that light, so I'm not going to complain about it. It will make a nice blend of colour. Light golden. Wanted to see how it'll layer. Very light golden. Okay, so for your swatch, guys, you want to swap those around. I would trade light golden with very light golden. Not that it's really the end of the world when they're next to each other. Light medium almond. Okay, next row. Medium almond. Light medium golden. Medium golden. This is just a cheap copy paper, by the way, guys. That's why I'm not giving them too much stick, for being a tiny bit scratchy and kind of light, because they may be better when I actually use them in like a Joanna Basford or something. Medium deep golden. That's why you kind of have to reserve judgment sometimes a little bit until you've spent a bit of time working with things. Medium deep almond. They are pretty scratchy though. We are getting a little bit of unmixed colour in a couple of these pencils. Deep golden. deep almond, extra deep golden. They are sticking with their colour families, aren't they? Extra deep almond. Now that was a nice pencil, that was pretty smooth. It's a nice colour as well. Okay, let's see. Deepest almond. Let's go back onto another row. The pencils are snapping their tips because I have sharpened them to quite a very sharp point, so it's not really the pencil's fault. Deep rose. Every one of them is going to do that because I've put it in my Tegal. So again, we're getting a little bit of spots where that colour's not mixed properly and it's lead. Very deep almond. But let's be honest, I am going to be a lot less judgmental about a £4 pack of pencils than I am a £40 pack of pencils. This is 24 pencils that I bought from Amazon for £4. And if you don't have other skin tone sets, this is a good starter set. Very deep rose for... It's going to do it every time, isn't it? Very deep rose. And yeah, you know, if that's in your budget, that you want a cheap set of skin coloured pencils, it's not a bad set to start off with, to have a play and a try to see if you like them. Extra deep rose. I just wouldn't pay some of the ridiculous prices I've seen them going for that. I'm not going to pay a £20 for a pack of Crayola 24 skin coloured pencils when I could buy 120 Brute Funa squares for that. Right, that is my 24 set in its entirety. I'm going to come back out, wrong way, and that is what we've got. The lights are very light, the darks they're not bad actually. Let's see what a normal layer would give us and see how these are actually going to work together. We'll pick a medium. They are actually coming together to make nice colours. You're not going to get the most amazingly smooth skin with these, but that's in itself not the end of the world either. Let's try for one of the paler beige colours with that. But that is a nice blend. They are working well together. You are getting even that pale colour that I'm using there, that light medium almond. You know, that's a real quick little 4-piece skin tone thrown together, and That is not a bad little blend. I could work with that. Especially if you were just playing and practicing in like Hannah Lane or something, just having a bit of a go. That's not bad actually. They're nicer than my last set of Crayolas. I think I've got like a normal 20 pack, or is it a 12 pack? I might have like a 12 pack of their normal Crayolas, and they're alright, they're not bad. Like I said, as long as you get them for a decent price, because they do seem to be a little bit inflated over here for some reason. But for £4 for 24 colours, I am not disappointed. It's a nice colour range, it's a nice set. If you didn't, if you just saw that in a supermarket and wanted to grab it, I don't think you'd be off to a bad start. If you're new to colouring and you want to go, you've got all the bright colours that do fun forestry and fun flowers, and you've got your Joanna Basfords and you've been playing and enjoying, and you just want, to move into people and faces just a little bit and have a play, or even fur. They're quite nice fur colours as well, and probably actually are firm enough. Let's see. Yeah, you could work with those. Like I said, they're never going to be as easy as some of the higher end pencils, but to be honest, I didn't start out using higher end pencils, and I don't think it does you any harm. I still go back to budget pencils very often. If anything, if I'm being really honest, I think it's good for you. I think it's good for you to work on more difficult paper with more difficult pencils, because it helps you improve your skill. It helps you work through those challenges, because let's be honest, later on, if you get a nice pack of pencils that are more artist grade for your birthday or Christmas as a present, or even a cheeky present to yourself, because sometimes we have to do that as well, and you find them really nice and simple and easy and effortless to work with, then those skills are really going to come in handy, that you've learned to do beautiful work with these kind of pencils really is an achievement, and you're just going to find it easier from there. It's not going to make it more difficult later when you get some polychromos or something, and then all of a sudden they're doing half the work for you, and you're never going to unlearn the skills you pick up from colouring with these kind of pencils. And to be honest, I can't recommend it enough. There's a reason a lot of my tutorials are in things like brute Funa squares, because you can, once you learn with something like that, your Caran d'Ache are just going to be easy later. Yeah. Hope you found this useful, guys. I will work with my pencils, and eventually you will see reviews. It's never very quick with me, but they happen eventually. Always have a bit of a list of things to do. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, guys.